Hey everyone, nice to see you. So this is my first ASMR video, softly spoken for an extremely long time, and I apologise for that, but the reason for this has been because I needed a break for my own mental health and well-being. I was finding that I couldn't handle the darker side of YouTube and dealing with not particularly nice people, I will be honest. So I spent the last year actually immersing myself into crochet, and that has kept me really, really busy. I will do a video showing all the things that I've made. Most of the things I've made have been for people that are very special to me in my life, and so yeah, it's kept me rather busy creating blankets and what else? All sorts of stuff, soft toys, hats, bags. But I'll show you in another video. I'll have to get onto my laptop to do that one. I don't think I can do that with my phone. I do apologise for not using a camera and the Yeti and everything at the moment. I'm just finding it takes so much to set up, it's so much to edit through the program. I thought I'd give this a go for a change because it's nice and easy and you still get to see me and quality's not too bad, according to some of you from my test I did the other day. Obviously, I don't want to go too much into what's happening in the world at the moment. It must be hard for absolutely everybody to deal with, especially if you've had other issues going on as well in your life. You know, this added stress on top of it has not been good. But I have great faith that we'll all come out the other end and things will go back to semi-normal. I don't know when, but I have faith that that will happen. I really don't know what to talk about. Sounds silly. I haven't been on for a whole year and I just have no idea what to say really. I said this is a time on, so I've only spoken for 2.5 or nearly 3 minutes and I'm already stumped for what I'm going to say. Way out of practice. A lot's been happening over the last year. Not only have I taken up crochet, but my husband's been really busy with his business, and so it's just, the years just zoomed by. I can't remember if I did a video when my American friends visited. I'm not sure if I did or not. I've lost track, sorry. But that was sort of the last big event that's happened. Otherwise, my life has been rather, I say, secluded and quiet. And that was the other thing I took a rest for. I've spent a lot of time with a local friend who had breast cancer, and she fought it for 15 years, and I'm glad I took the time off to spend time with her last year. I took her to several of her appointments at different times, and although that was really hard for me, it was good for her having someone there to support her. And unfortunately she finally lost her battle not long before Christmas, and that hit me really hard. So I was dealing with that as well, which wasn't easy. And then our beautiful Rottweiler Angel got cancer very suddenly. Well, I mean, we've been growing for a while, but she was such a good pretender, we just never knew anything was wrong. And we had to make the decision to have her put to sleep. And yeah, that was really hard as well. And you would have seen Nixon the other day. Nixon's, my husband decided we needed another dog, a big dog, to have around the place. Although we've got our 3 little dogs. And we went to the pound or dog rescue. It's called, well, SPCA. It is here in New Zealand. And Nixon was there with his 2 sisters, and my husband Callum, he fell in love with him straight away. So we got him a week before New Zealand went into lockdown. So my husband couldn't work over the time that we were in lockdown, which was 5 weeks. So he got to know and bond with Nixon really well over that time, which was really lovely. Yeah, so that was good. And he's still young. He's only 6 months old, so he's a puppy still and doing puppy things, but he's getting better. He's pretty clued up. And having the other doggies there, they sort of teach him not only the good things, but also their bad habits as well, which isn't good. I don't know what else to say. I'm only on 6 minutes. I was hoping to make this as a longer video. Role plays, because I know people will ask me about role plays. It will be quite some time, I think, before I actually get into making role plays again, if I do. And I apologise for that as well, but that's a confidence thing for me. Yeah, it's a big confidence thing. I've lost a lot of confidence over the last few years, which is kind of silly, but I don't know whether it's an aging thing or what. But yeah, we'll see about that. I will make some more whisper videos, but a friend of mine likes softly spoken, so this is hopefully softly spoken. I don't know how to work out the settings on my phone yet for the level that I'm speaking at or anything like that, so I hope I'm not blasting your ears or that it's too quiet and you have to have it on full bore to hear me. Anyway, yeah, the only reason I'm recording now is my husband and daughter's gone out shopping. First time out for my daughter in 8 weeks. I was going to go out the other day because I don't know, well, a lot of you probably won't have heard or known that New Zealand went into total lockdown, like total lockdown. Everyone had to stay home. The only people that were allowed out were essential workers, like supermarkets and doctors, nurses, emergency services. They were all the only people that were sort of allowed out. Everyone had to stay at home because they wanted to try and completely block the virus out in New Zealand. And in the last few weeks, we've had several days with 0 new cases. Yesterday, there was only 1. So they've worked really hard to do that. And we're sitting up, they've created levels, and we're sitting on level 2 at the moment, which means you're allowed to go out again, you're allowed to socialise, but only groups of 10 for restaurants and places like that. And yeah, you just have to keep your distance with strangers and so forth, just so that they can do contact tracing if it does actually get out into the community again. So I'm actually really proud of our country for doing that and protecting its people. And I feel sorry for those of you in other countries that have lost so much. I know a lot of you aren't have the grace that we have of being a little island in the middle of the Pacific, well, several islands, and having the luxury of being able to close our borders. We've closed our borders for everyone except New Zealanders, returning home, and then they have to go and quarantine in a hotel that the government has selected for 2 weeks. And there's been a couple of cases that have come back, Kiwis that have come back that have tested positive for COVID in that time. So, yeah, I wasn't going to talk about the pandemic, but I suppose everyone's talking about it, and a lot of you won't know what New Zealand's doing. So, yeah, it just means that hubby and I wanted to go over to Canada next year to see Whispering Canadian and his wife. But we probably won't be able to do that now unless a vaccine's found or something else happens. But we will try and tour around New Zealand if we can, keeping it local. At the moment, after being in lockdown for so long, hubby is really, really busy because one of his jobs that he does is chimney sweeping. And in New Zealand, obviously, we're coming into winter here, so everyone wants all their chimneys swept, which is fair enough. So he's busy doing that, but when he gets a bit of a break, we might take a tiki tour, maybe go to the snow, which would be really nice. Go to Mount Ruapehu in the centre of the North Island, which has ski fields, but we'll see. I won't ski, but I love the snow, so I miss it. I miss Canada in the snow. Crazy as that sounds. Anyway, this is nearly 12 minutes, so I think that's enough for my first video. I'll try and have something a little bit more structured for next time, and yeah, anyone has any ideas for me as to things they want me to talk about, I'm open to suggestions as long as it's savoury and clean. So take care, everybody, and I'll talk again soon, and that's a promise. I will make another video soon. Bye bye.